What's going on, everybody? Today I want to tell you a little story, a little what-if scenario I have come up with using past ideas that I've thought of or read from other people and kind of mishmashing them together to make the ultimate return of Cell arc or saga in Dragon Ball Super. Ever since Resurrection F, I've felt that Cell deserves a return to the series in some way, shape, or form. Just like Frieza has gotten. At one point, I was like, why are they bringing Frieza back in the Tournament of Power when he just came back in Resurrection F? It'd be nice if they let Cell come back in the Tournament of Power, because I felt like he had the most potential to turn into a hero or a babyface or an anti-villain hero guy, like Frieza is slowly becoming, and actually be a reoccurring character. I could see Cell more. At the time, I felt that Cell would be a better choice because Frieza's so evil. I felt like Cell had such a love for fighting. At least that's what it seemed like his character did. Love fighting with Goku and the rest of the Z Fighters. He had the most potential to become more like Vegeta and Piccolo have become. So, bringing back Cell into Dragon Ball Super. Now that Frieza has been brought back, and he's one of my favorite characters in the Super anime and manga, it's hard to bring Cell back permanently. So I wouldn't want him to come back permanently. I would want him to come back for one return saga. And this is what I've thought of. Using the Dragon Ball FighterZ story as a base for this as well. Using elements of that. And the fact that in the manga, we find out that the Cell Juniors are still alive. And they live on Android 17's animal reserve. That will be a big factor in this story. And bringing back Cell without having to use the Dragon Balls. That's another thing I'd like to do in this story, in this what-if scenario. So, after Cell's incubator and lab is destroyed by Krillin and Future Trunks in the Cell saga, it activates a contingency plan C, final plan for Dr. Gero. A lab begins building the next android, the final android, Android 21, which would be a fully robotic android, similar to Android 19 and Android 16, except her brain. Her brain would be created similar to how Cell was created, but it would be created using the cells of the smartest people on Earth, including Dr. Gero and Bulma and Bulma's family and any other scientists in the Dragon Ball universe that are canon that they can use. Gero has collected all the blood cells of the smartest people in the world, and they're using that to create the ultimate smartest android. So Android 21 isn't here built with a lot of power, but she is built as the smartest being alive. She would be built over the 7-year time skip between Cell and Buu arc. And during the Buu arc, they could even show images of her in the crowd during the tournament of during the 24th Tenkaichi Budokai tournament. Or just having her observe what happens with the Buu arc. And this whole time rebuilding Android 16 from the ground up. Also using his memory chip that remained when he was destroyed by Cell. Android 6, she needs some muscle. So her best option is to rebuild Android 16 but make him much stronger. She finds a way to make him much stronger so he can compete with the characters of Dragon Ball Super today. The idea would continue with Android 16's completion and Android 21 coming up with the ultimate plan to finally seek Dr. Giro's revenge. And maybe she could even mention that they want to bring back Dr. Giro himself using the Dragon Balls after they complete what they want to complete. So using Android 16, who remembers who he was before he was destroyed by Cell, but can't make his own choices because he is fully going to obey Android 21, and even feels bad for her. You know, she does have a real brain that was created by cells, so she is a real person with emotions similar to the way she was in the Dragon Ball Fighter story and their relationship there, 16 and 21's. I'd kind of want that mother-son type relationship. 16 just wants to help her, but he can't not do what she says. So he goes and captures 17. That's how strong 16 is. He's able to keep up with 17, who was one of the strongest characters in the Tournament of Power. He brings back 17 and the Cell Juniors, which is part of her plan. They reprogram 17. They send 17 out to get 18. Yeah, see, this is all coming together. She takes the Cell Juniors that they brought, fuses them together to make one fully formed, perfect cell, but he's blue. But he remembers everything. He has all the memories that Cell had, because they're almost like reincarnations of Cell, kind of like Piccolo Jr. was to King Piccolo. So by fusing them together, and now they can actually speak words like Perfect Cell could, they just think they are Cell. They think they are Perfect Cell from the point that the Cell Juniors were born. And it's a rebirth of Cell that we all know and love. You have the same voice actor, all the fun stuff, and he just wants revenge for the original Cell. This is a blue Cell, a Cell Junior, all enhanced, but there's a catch. He's only about as strong as Cell was when he fought Gohan. So during this time, they have captured Android 17, 18, and 16, which, by capturing 18, has triggered Krillin, who is wondering where his wife went. Because 17 could capture her when she's hanging out with Marin. Maybe Marin was left behind, not killed, because 17 still has, he's still there within that robot, but he's in the sunken place, similar to Get Out, the movie Get Out, and also very, very much like the Dragon Ball Fighter story. So they're traps. 18, 16, 17 can't control what they're doing. They have to obey. They are now the perfect androids. Cell is gaining power by the minute using this device that Android 21 built, which also is the reason 16 has so much power, right? So you've got all three androids now. Krillin's trying to figure out where 18 is. He goes to see Master Roshi and Goku and to get help. You have Android 21. This is where it gets crazy. She has 17. This is all part of her plan. She's super smart, right? She has 17, 18, 16 all go and capture Majin Buu. And maybe Hercule sees them, and that's how we start getting some shit going down. Hercule can call Goku, who's with Krillin and Roshi, and be like, hey, 17, 18, and 16 came and fought Buu together. Together, I could see them being able to take down Buu, especially with how powerful we see 17 in the Tournament of Power, and which, like I said, this 16 is more powerful than that. These three together as a unit could knock out Buu and somehow knock him out with a device, whatever they got to do. Bring him to Android 21. So she's got Cell and Buu in her lab, but she knows that because Hercule saw them, and now Krillin, Roshi, and Goku probably head over to Bulma to help find the androids. Because they can't sense them because they're the androids. They've established they can't sense the androids' power. They run on an infinite energy system. They are dangerous opponents. Even 18, who isn't shown to be as strong as 17, can compete with the best of them. And so she needs to keep them distracted while she pumps up Cell. Her final plan is to get Cell out there to get revenge. So Cell is returned into this story, and he's watching what's going on, and she thinks the best thing for this new Cell Jr. Perfect Cell is to watch fights of because Cell hasn't seen how strong they've become. He can watch them fight 17, 18, and 16, and on the way, maybe they can take some of them out before Cell has to go fight them. So you send them to 3 corners of the earth. She sends 17 after Piccolo. She sends 18 after Tien. She sends 16 after Goku. I would say that we start off with the 17 and Piccolo fight, definitely reminiscent. I really like to incorporate as many of the OG Dragon Ball characters as possible, getting them as much shine as possible, even if they can't beat the big bad in the end, if that is reserved for a Goku or a Vegeta. So these fights would happen first. You have 18 and Tien fighting. Tien not strong enough to keep up with 18 head on. Tien smart enough to use abilities like the Kikoho or his multi-form or his solar flare to keep her at bay. You have Piccolo, who's definitely strong enough to keep up with 17 in my opinion, or should be, is able to keep up with 17 temporarily until his infinite energy overwhelms Piccolo. But at the same time, Goku, Krillin, and Roshi are sensing this fight happening. They split up. Krillin and Roshi head over to Tien's energy force that they sense. Goku heads over to Piccolo. He's noticing they're weakening. They're going to lose. They're going to be killed by 18 and 17. But before Goku can arrive to help Piccolo, he is stopped by Android 16, whose main goal the whole time we've known him was to kill Goku. So we get to see a fight between a pumped up 16 who should be able to keep up with Goku for the storyline purposes. We got to make these characters stronger. And Android 21's so smart, you can get by saying she made 16 stronger. So we have these major fights. Piccolo and Tien eventually get overwhelmed, but Tien makes the save with Roshi and Krillin stepping in, who aren't strong enough, of course, to beat 18. But together, strategically, they can keep her at bay. And Krillin being there probably would have 18 struggling to take control of her body, being that she has so much, the feelings she's caught the feelings for Krillin, as you know. And, he could use Marin, and they could have Bulma working on a solution to fix 18 and 17 once they realize what's going on, because they were just with Bulma trying to find these guys. You've got Piccolo. This makes me think that Bulma should make a device, a radar, for Android 18, just in case something like this would happen, because they seem to run into not being able to sense androids as an issue. But okay, now the fights are really beginning. Goku is going at it with 16, probably just in his God form. That's a fair thing. Goku's just trying to, hey man, you helped us with Cell. I don't want to hurt you. 16 is begging for him to take him out. He's like, I have no control of my actions. 17 eventually overwhelms Piccolo, like I was saying, but Gohan would show up and make the save. Similar to the way he made the save, just like the way he made the save in the Moro fight when Piccolo was fighting OG 7-3. He'd make the save, and now we have Gohan versus Android 17. A dream fight, in my opinion. We'll get to see that fight. We could have an whole episode with these fights. One episode with Tien and 18 and Piccolo and 17's fight. You could have one whole episode based around 16 and Gohan, or 16 and Goku, and Gohan and Android 17's fights. You have Krillin and Roshi get some shine, just dipping and dodging and using everything they got to hold back 18. You even get some shine for Tien being smart enough to use his techniques to keep himself alive. Then Vegeta, who finally gets wind of the situation, who could have been training with Whis or whatnot, some kind of special training trying to beat Goku, finally gets wind of what's going on, makes the save for Krillin and Roshi, and we get a rematch between 18 and Vegeta. All epic fights. But the infinite energy these guys have, and the thing that Gohan and even Vegeta doesn't want to kill 18 if he doesn't have to. So they're not going to go for the instant kill if they can. We have Bulma come up with a device that can free these androids from the control, is what you do. And by the time they finally get to that solution, we get epic battle with Vegeta and 18. Yes, we save 18 using Krillin and this device that Bulma builds. They free 16 after his fight with Goku maybe right before he self-destructs, and saving 16, saving Goku. They go save 17, but in the middle of the 17 fight, you have Cell hit the battlefield. Blue, new sleek design, Cell Jr., perfect Cell Jr., who has all the memories of Cell, is ready, loves fighting, ready to defeat Gohan since he found out that Gohan's the one that killed OG Cell. They fight, it's epic. This Cell is much more powerful than the Cell they know and love. But of course, with everybody getting together for one final fight, he's going to be overwhelmed, taking on the whole crew, or a Goku, Vegeta, and a Gohan. Of course, everybody else is pretty spent at this point. Even Gohan, who just went head-to-head with 17 for so long. Cell's got a slight advantage being fresh, of course. But then, the surprise of the entire arc is Android 21 absorbs Majin Buu, which gives her all her power, gives her all of Majin Buu's power. And that's when we get Android 21 in her Majin state. And we have a reason for why she has a Majin state. She wanted to be involved in this fight. She was not built with power. She was built with a mind. And her thought was, I'm going to bring Cell back. But just in case that's not enough, I'm going to absorb Majin Buu, which she watched the entire Buu saga from the sidelines. So she absorbs Majin Buu. We have Android 21 powered up. We have Cell Jr., perfect Cell Jr. powered up, taking on whoever's left. So you have 17 and 18 who have been fixed fighting in this fight. You have Gohan and Vegeta and Goku in this fight. Gohan should probably be the one to defeat Cell. Maybe a combination of Gohan, Android 18, and 17 working together could beat Cell. But Android 21 is the real danger in this story. The whole time we're worrying about new Cell, who would be a great opponent and is going to have some great fights with these characters, but would be defeated the way he originally was defeated by Gohan, but maybe with some help with 17 and 18, because they've always wanted to get revenge against Cell. I'm sure of it. Finally, Android 21 ends up being much more powerful and much more durable than they can handle. This is where shit gets confusing for me in the story, and I would need your guys' opinion on this. Same way, so Android 20, my thought, to defeat Android 21, we could bring in a character like Broly off another planet, or maybe Goku needs some time, and they bring Broly, he can instant transmission to Broly, bring him into the battlefield, and then that's a cool way to incorporate Broly into the fight. I don't know if the Dragon Ball Super is going to bring him back into the story. They haven't so far, but I have a feeling they will eventually. Or we can incorporate Frieza into these fights. And it would be kind of cool to see Frieza fight Cell, this new Cell, because they've never met. It'd be kind of cool to see Cell and Frieza speak. Other than filler, they've never met. In the actual canon, it'd be interesting to see them fight. But they're not necessary for the story. But it would be interesting to see them incorporate Broly and Frieza, or one. I think you'd only need one or the other. this would be a major threat, and you'd be able to keep everybody alive, and you'd be able to incorporate all the side and background characters that haven't got a lot of shine lately. Tien, Krillin, Piccolo, Gohan, all these characters that need a little shine. I like when the Tournament of Power came along, and everybody except for Tien, which was my biggest gripe, got a little bit of shine in that tournament. So yeah, I like when they incorporate characters like the Moro arc, but I want to do it in a better way. We get OG fights or rematches, Vegeta versus 18. Everybody wants to see that fight happen again. Of course, Vegeta would have the advantage, but it would be fun. It'd be fun. Vegeta would be trying not to kill her, but also her able to keep up with her infinite power can actually put some damage onto Vegeta. You got Piccolo and 17 fighting again. You get Gohan versus 17. Gohan and the androids teaming up to finish off Cell Jr. You have Android 21, the first major female villain to make an actual, major female villain, actual antagonist in Android 21, and could be a major character. And defeating her, I feel like you'd have to have 16 self-destruct in space or something big, because I think they've said his explosion could destroy the Earth or some bullshit, or a piece of the Earth, something. It should do some major damage. It's got to be a major bomb that she put in him that he'd be earlier trying to use on Goku, but now that he's got control, thanks to Bulma, he'd be the one, be like, I'm gonna free you, because her mind was designed to kill Goku and his friends, and he knows that she's actually a good person. Maybe they can do that, kind of like in the Fighters thing, or just make her totally evil. That's fine too. But she rebuilt 16, and she is part Dr. Gero, and in a way it'd be kind of poetic for him to be the one to have to take her and himself down. And he can't come back, of course. We've established that. But this time when he self-destructs, it's permanent. Destroys himself completely and her completely, because none of them are able to do it for some reason. They could because Boo's so Buu is so durable and mysteriously powerful, especially in the Moro arc. He could be a threat, especially with her mind with him under her control, within her, absorbed, but still alive. So they don't even have to kill Buu when the explosion happens. Destroys whatever her robotic skeleton, so she can't be controlling him anymore. The Buu pieces the remains of Buu, even very small remains of Buu, could regenerate into Buu, and he could survive the explosion. It'd be a pretty epic arc or saga, or even just a small movie. I think it'd be fun to see Cell back in the story. I think it'd be fun to have a major female antagonist that we already know from the Dragon Ball FighterZ story. What do you think? Like, comment, subscribe, share. I'm Mr. Morfetto, and I want you to tell me what you think about my idea of bringing Cell back, but not with the Dragon Balls, but by using the remaining Cell Junior's cells to bring Cell back. And my idea of turning the androids against them again, having to recall some fights from Dragon Ball Z that we all love and remember. Let me know what you think. Who do you want to see back in the Dragon Ball story if it's not Cell? Who would you want to see from the video games become canon, who were made just solely for the video games? Let me know in the comments. I'm Mr. Morfetto, and I will talk to you later.